Hey there folks, Mike Rowe here, and let me tell you, bridges are the unsung heroes of a city. They're not glamorous like skyscrapers or flashy like neon signs, but they keep things moving. They connect people to jobs, families, and opportunities. They're the backbone of a city's infrastructure, and when a new one goes up, it's a big deal. Here in New York City, we know a thing or two about bridges. We got the Brooklyn Bridge, the George Washington Bridge, the Verrazano-Narrows Bridge icons, all of them. But even with all that steel and concrete, we still need more. The city's always growing, traffic's always a beast, and that's why we're building a brand new bridge right here in the heart of the Big Apple. This new bridge, it ain't just about getting from point A to point B faster, though that's a bonus. It's about connecting communities that have been separated for too long. It's about creating jobs and boosting the economy. It's about building something that'll last for generations, a symbol of progress and ingenuity. So come on, let's get our hands dirty and see how this bridge goes from a blueprint to a beacon of urban connectivity. Section 2. Bridging the future. Planning and design. Building a bridge ain't like throwing up a shed in your backyard. It's a massive undertaking that takes years of planning and a whole lot of brainpower. Before the first shovel hits the dirt, engineers, architects, and city planners huddle up and hash out every detail. First things first, they gotta figure out where this bridge is gonna go. Traffic flow is key. You don't want to create a bottleneck worse than the Holland Tunnel at rush hour. They also gotta consider the environmental impact. We're talking about noise pollution, air quality, and protecting any critters that might be living in the area. Once they've got the location locked down, it's time to design the bridge itself. This is where things get really interesting. These engineers and architects, they're like artists with hard hats. They gotta make sure the bridge is strong enough to handle the weight of thousands of cars and trucks every day, but also beautiful enough to become a landmark. They use computer modeling and all sorts of high-tech tools to create a design that's both functional and aesthetically pleasing. They consider the materials, the shape of the arches, the lighting, everything's gotta be just right. After all, this bridge is gonna be a part of New York's skyline for a long, long time. Section 3. Breaking ground. The bridge begins to rise. After years of planning and design, it's time for the rubber to meet the road, or in this case, the steel to meet the river. The groundbreaking ceremony is a big deal, with politicians, community leaders, and even a few hard-hatted construction workers gathered around to celebrate. The first step is laying the foundation. And let me tell you, building a foundation for a bridge in New York City ain't like pouring concrete in your backyard. You're talking about sinking massive pillars down into bedrock, sometimes hundreds of feet below the surface. It's a delicate and dangerous job, and these guys make it look easy. Once the foundation is set, it's time to start erecting the supports. These are the towers and columns that will hold the bridge deck up high above the water. They use giant cranes to lift these massive pieces of steel into place, and it's a sight to behold. It's like watching a giant puzzle being put together, piece by piece. Section 4. Building a legacy, construction, and community impact. With the supports in place, it's time to build the bridge deck, the part that cars and trucks will actually drive on. This involves laying down a concrete road surface, installing drainage systems, and adding all the finishing touches like railings and lighting. Throughout the entire construction process, safety is paramount. These guys working high above the water, they're the real heroes. They wear harnesses, hard hats, and follow strict safety protocols to make sure everyone goes home safe every night. And it's not just about the bridge itself. This project is creating thousands of jobs for local workers, from the engineers and architects to the iron workers and electricians. It's a huge boost to the local economy, and it's giving folks a chance to learn valuable skills and build a better future for themselves and their families. When it's all said and done, this new bridge will be more than just a way to get across the river. It'll be a symbol of New York City's resilience, its ingenuity, and its commitment to progress. It'll be a legacy for generations to come, and I'm proud to have played even a small part in telling its story.